So, Jared,
Yeah.
you know how we were in Boulder, Colorado for a project this past week?
Yes.
So, super cool aerospace client,
Mm-hmm.
and got to film stuff about this satellite. I guess it's satellite. It's going on a mission to like a bunch of asteroids that are floating around.
Okay.
Well, including one that is far enough out that they plan to test that they're pretty sure is not from our galaxy. They kind of wandered into our galaxy from another galaxy, and they're really,
Wow.
it's got, they kept saying it was a different, I forget what color, like a different color. But anyway, there's stuff on there. So they're curious, and that they're actually going to have like a little probe that goes down onto the asteroid and just see what they can find. But yeah, with this device that's going to do that, and I think not till 2027.
I mean, that's crazy if it's, not. If it's from a different galaxy, like,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah. So they, and of course it's not designed to come back. So it's really just reading
Yeah.
data and giving them information. But,
You definitely would want to, find out everything you could about it.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. That's cool.
yeah, so it's kind of wild. And, I didn't get to go in the room because it's like a clean room and you have to you get the bunny suit on,
Yeah.
but a couple people from the team did. And, yeah, they all got to touch it.
Wow.
So it's not a lot of people that can say you've touched something that's going to go to space.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, welcome back to Screen Time TV, a podcast where we discuss some of the latest streaming shows and also the home to Based or Waste.
That's right.
So, Jared,
Yeah.
I have a cliched taste in music. You just have a atrocious taste in housewarming presents.
Okay.
So, my name is Josh, and this is my co-host, Jared.
Josh, this place you can be exactly who you are, a podcaster. So join us and become the podcaster our world so desperately needs.
Mm. Wow. So inspiring.
Yeah.
So inspiring.
From Cypher.
The other one I wrote down, last time I checked, Safe Spaces didn't include secret torture labs dedicated to creating a virus to wipe us all off the face of the earth.
Right.
All right. So today we will discuss Gen V Season 2, just kind of an overview of that. Before that, we'll do our Base or Waste. Are we on film or TV?
I believe
TV?
Yes, TV.
TV.
Yeah.
But before that, what we've been watching. So I've been traveling a lot, so I didn't watch as much as I normally do. But what do you got?
Yeah. Well, and we were on vacation. You weren't there the whole time, but I didn't really watch anything on vacation because internet didn't really work too well for that. But yeah. Actually, although we did watch it was suggested by Mom and Dad, so we watched it in the theater room. Back in Action.
Back in Action. I don't even know what that is.
You definitely watched it. It's a Netflix film with Jamie Foxx and what's her name?
Oh,
Cameron
blonde.
Diaz.
Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
Oh, I did watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad really liked it, so they were like, "Let's watch it." And I was like, "Okay." And I really like both of those actors, but
It was pretty bad.
yeah, Mom and Dad love it.
Yeah, well,
And at the end, afterwards, they're like, "So, did you like it?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's all right. It was okay." But yeah, no, it wasn't that great. But yeah.
all right.
So that was another thing. I mean, I don't really have that on my list. I just have a film and a show to talk about. But yeah.
Me too.
What all do you? Okay.
A
So you got
film
to.
and a show to talk about.
Okay. I don't think we're gonna cross over though.
I don't think so either.
Well, I just mentioned Back in Action, so why don't you?
Is that your film? to
No,
talk about?
no, it's not. But I just remembered that we watched that on vacation. So you go ahead and talk about
All right,
your first one. That's a bonus one.
So I watched Midsummer
Oh,
film from a couple years ago.
yeah,
I had not seen it.
wow,
Watched it on the flight out
nice.
to Denver. So this is about, if you don't know, it's about a couple travels to Northern Europe to visit a rural hometown's fabled Swedish midsummer festival. What begins as an idyllic retreat quickly devolves into an increasingly violent and bizarre competition at the hands of a pagan cult.
Oh yeah,
So it was good. It was a good film.
oh yeah, it is.
Florence Pugh's fantastic in it.
Yeah, this is what got her big. Actually, I
Yeah.
think this was the first thing.
Yeah, her performance in this is crazy, and it definitely there's definitely some crazy scenes in this thing and some bizarre stuff, and definitely caught me off guard. And spoiler, but like in the like when
It's all right. It's like 8 years old.
I know, yeah. When the person first like commits suicide off the
Oh, the cliff.
cliff,
Oh, yeah,
and you're like, whoa. They do a good job of like
it's very visceral.
but as a viewer, like didn't see that coming, and and you're in the same place as like the people that are the outsiders, and you're kind of right there with them, and they do a good job of like really catching off guard like that, like they did in the movie. So
That's cool. You finally watched this. I don't think. Have you seen any of his films? I don't think you have. Ari Aster.
I don't know, what are his other films?
Midsummer, Hereditary. Beau is Afraid. Is there one more? I think there might be one more, but then Eddington
Other recent
is what he just released. But Hereditary is my favorite of his films. But Midsummer's
pretty
also
good.
great. Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
Nice. Exclusively on the plane is where you can watch it. No, I don't know where else it's streaming right now, but
I'm sure it's streaming
yeah.
somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Actually, yeah. I don't know. So what do you got? What's your film?
You want me to start with the film first?
I don't know. We're talking film.
Yeah, no, I'll start with the film. This is a crazy one, and I don't know why. I just felt like watching it now, but Crimes of the Future. So this is, well, first of all, it's on Hulu right now. This is a David Cronenberg movie. I think he just came out with another movie, so this was his most recent, but I believe a few months ago. So came out with another film. This one's in 2022, I think is when this one came out.
Okay.
But this is one I actually wanted to watch for a while and just never did till now. So first of all, I'll read the synopsis of it because it's just crazy, which is always in Cronenberg fashion. He does the craziest stuff with his movies. But humans adapt to a synthetic environment with new transformations and mutations. With his partner Caprice, Saul Tenser, celebrity performance artist, publicly showcases the metamorphosis of his organs in avant-garde performances. It's very Cronenberg.
Yeah.
The whole world is what really got me into this, even though I like Cronenberg's films anyway. Because it's kind of more, it's not a sci-fi film, but it's kind of leans more into that realm than a lot of his other stuff. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. But anyway, so it's just the aesthetic of this is what really got me intrigued. It is Viggo Mortensen and Lea Seydoux, who are both awesome. I think that was it that I recognized in this, but they were great in this. So, yeah, it's very hard to explain this movie. That's why I wanted to talk about the tagline for it, the synopsis. But what I wanted to say about it was I just really found this film fascinating, and I was like locked in immediately and the whole time watching this, which I was kind of surprised by because that's not always the case, even with Cronenberg. But I will say I'm a big fan of his anyway, and he is one of the masters at creating weird imagery. We talked about like with Slither and what else we've talked about. Like Cronenberg is one of the masters of body horror, like in general, I would say. But he does stuff also that you've just never seen before, and he does it again in this, and it's crazy. But I love it, and it's just this one's very, very weird, just like all of his other stuff. It definitely won't be for everyone. This film, definitely not. And he has other films that are way more, at least somewhat more broad appeal. But I really liked it. Also, great runtime. I believe it's only an hour and a half, and the score did not. Well, I was like, this score is sick. By Howard Shore, one of the greats. Which I was like, okay, well that makes sense then. But it didn't sound like a Howard Shore score to me. But yeah, awesome. So anyway, it's on Hulu. Check it out. You might turn it off immediately though, because it's you're either gonna love or hate it. It's I don't think are you very familiar with Cronenberg stuff?
No.
I didn't think so. Yeah. But yeah. Great imagery. Very weird. Yeah.
Okay, well, now on to what we've been watching. The TV.
Yeah.
I watched The Last Frontier.
Oh yeah. On Apple?
This is on Apple TV. This follows Frank Remnick, a U.S. Marshal in charge of the quiet and weathered barrens of Alaska, as he needs to deal with the prison transport plane crash full of violent inmates inside his jurisdiction.
Yeah, I wanted to watch this. I haven't yet.
Yeah, this is one of the, like, from the premise is like, okay, yeah, sure, like whatever. Right. But I think that's definitely an elevated version of what it could have been.
Okay.
I think the performances are all great. The
who's the actors?
Nobody I really recognize. Really? Yeah.
I'm gonna look.
You might, but like I just.
No, I'm just curious. Yeah.
Other than they have
I'm looking
playing the president, or not the president, like the head of CIA or something. That lady.
Okay.
Can't think of her name, but the main guy. And
all right, so we have Jason Clarke is the main.
Yeah, but like I've never seen him in anything.
Yeah, I mean I've seen him and stuff, but he's not like one of my favorites. Dominic Cooper, I like him. Haley Bennett, okay, that sounds familiar. Oh, Alfre Woodard, yeah. Is that who you're talking about? Alfre Woodard? Is that who you're talking about? You said
yes. Yeah, she looked familiar.
She's the president?
Or the head of CIA.
Oh, CIA.
Or something like that, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So, because what happens is like the plane crash is like they're federal prisoners. So then they have like, but then it's like there's a mix of like there was like this undocumented other transfer prisoner that was like this like black ops like this consequence of a black ops thing. So like so it's like this, so then you get this person shows up that's like kind of supposed to be babysitting our marshal, U.S. Marshal guy, and he doesn't really take well to it, and so then they kind of there's like that dynamic. But what I was gonna say is like there's some really good action fight scenes in this with like dealing with the inmates and stuff, and
nice
unexpectedly like and there's
it didn't seem like an action type show.
And so and I was like, oh wow, this is so
cool.
But yeah, it's and then just the setting and like nowhere, Alaska, like kind of just I don't know if they really filmed it there, but it just has like a different vibes and some stuff. But yeah.
Okay, so you said like it's definitely elevated more than just like the basic plot of it, which is good because like I still want to check it out anyway because we pretty much check out everything on Apple, but
Yeah.
the like kind of premise is just like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say it's very similar to like, what was the one with the plane and the, like last year or earlier this year that was on Apple that did really well.
Hijack?
Yeah, Hijack. Where it's just like the premise, you're like, okay, whatever. Like,
Yeah,
But
but
then
that
you-
was sick. I didn't really watch it, but I heard it was
no, it was good. I watched it. It was
Okay.
good. It was done really well and really got a good big audience. And
it's funny because it was so popular. It was supposed to be a miniseries, right?
And
then now
yeah,
it's coming
they're
back.
making a sequel. Yeah, that's coming back soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That was supposed to be a miniseries or a one-off. Anyway, The Last Frontier on Apple TV.
Okay.
I would recommend it to check it out if you even remotely think it would be interesting.
No, I definitely will. I actually will now more so.
But I will
with
say,
the action.
also just a caveat: I only watched the first episode.
Okay.
So I will say that. So maybe it gets changes because I don't know.
Hmm.
I feel like one of the things that like fits in that category would have been like the Monarch show. Remember us talking about
Mhm.
that, and it's like it was kind of all over the place. Like there'd be like one or two episodes that were like really good, and then there's other ones that are just like, what the heck?
Yeah, we covered the whole show, and it was like there was so much potential with
Yeah.
that show.
But I was just saying, so sometimes it's either the writing or like a different director. I don't know. So that's all. I just wanted to put that out there. I've only watched the first episode, so it might go downhill from there. I don't know.
Okay. Maybe it will get better as it goes.
Maybe.
The
I mean,
rare.
well, I mean, not to say it's rare that because I think a show that builds if it's a good show and then it builds with the characters, like then it gets better. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, just naturally because you're like starting to be invested in the.
Yeah, you
characters
get
and what's
more
going-
invested in the characters. Yeah.
So
All right. Well, my last one is It. Welcome to Derry, which this is on HBO, and this is a prequel show to the It films, which, of course, you know, this is originally a book, and it was a very famous miniseries in the 90s, which is where it originally became like very popular on the screen. But then they adapted this book into two films like 8 years ago. And then now this is a prequel set in the early 1960s. And at least for the first episode, which is all that's out right now, and that's all I watched. Same director as both the films, which is great because it definitely feels very similar, which I appreciate because I thought both of those films were really good. And I would say so far it's a strong start, and it's got a cool style to it, just like the films did, and it's very stylish and vivid and creepy, which is what you want for it for sure. And I love the time period too, so it's got, you know, that makes it intriguing as well. So yeah, so far
awesome.
it's a good start. Yeah.
Yeah, thinking about checking this out. So because maybe
You should.
we'll maybe discuss it a little more in depth next week.
Next week,
do.
yeah, I'm down. Definitely.
Cool. Well, that's it for what we've been watching.
Yeah. Now it is time.
It's time for Based or Waste.
Welcome back to Based or Waste, the internet game show where we go on Rotten Tomatoes and we check and see what's trending, TV shows or movies. And I pick 10 of them, and Josh is going to guess if they're good or bad, if they're based or waste. And we go off of the audience score because you never want to trust those dang critics. So sometimes you don't want to trust the audience either,
No.
but usually it's a little better.
Sometimes you can only trust yourself.
That's right. So we're back to TV. Are you ready, Josh?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. I think you redeemed yourself last week with a better score, right? Yeah.
And play at home, friends.
Yes. Play along.
No cheating.
No cheating. All right. Our first one. Also, this is a good list. Very relevant. Lots of new stuff because we've been getting a lot of new TV lately. So All right. First one is The Diplomat, season 3.
Huh? I did not finish season 2, so I have not watched season 3. But,
Okay.
but I'm going to say based.
Yes. 80. Yeah, I never really watched any of this.
Oh, it's good.
I know. I remember you've talked about it. Like, you've mentioned it before. Yeah. All right. This one I'm wondering if you are aware of. I like these games, so I think it's cool that there's like an anime now of this. Splinter Cell Death Watch
Mm.
on Netflix,
It's on
I
Netflix.
believe.
Yeah, it is on Netflix.
Are you familiar with this IP at all?
Yeah.
You remember the games?
Yeah.
Okay.
I played like the early Splinter Cell game,
Oh, cool. Okay.
like the early ones. I'm going to say based as well.
Yes. 63.
Oh,
Little lower.
more
Yeah.
than I expected.
Yeah. All right. Next. We might have already done this. I don't know. But Wednesday, season 2. I don't know if we. Yeah.
Based.
I don't know if we did
or
this one.
not. Maybe.
Yes. 76. You talked about season 2, right?
When I started it, but I don't know if I talked about it when I finished it. But I did
Okay.
finish it. And I thought it was a solid season.
Good season?
Solid season 2, and it set up well for season 3.
How is it in comparison to season 1?
I mean, it's always those kind of things but it was still strong. But I think, in some ways, I feel like the side mystery she's trying to solve was a little bit more interesting this time around than the one that they mixed in on season 1.
Okay.
But then season 1 just is so much fun because you're just introduced to this world, right? Like and
Yeah.
then season 2, they're just because I think I talked about there's where they do a role swap between her and her roommate.
Yes,
and the
you did talk
performance,
about
especially by Jenna Ortega, was fantastic. Trying to act like the old bubbly roommate, and it
Yeah,
was
she's
so
awesome.
good, so good.
All right. All right. Our next one is Devil in Disguise, which is the John Wayne Gacy, which is interesting. This just came out on Peacock, same time as the Monster Ed Gein one on Netflix. I was looking forward to this also because this has the person playing John Wayne Gacy is our boy right here.
Dr. Rickon.
Yeah, I forget the actor's name. Michael Chernus, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just funny seeing him not be Rickon. I don't know. It's just, but this is crazy because, like, I mean, very notorious serial killer.
All right. So I'm gonna stay based.
Yeah, 86. I started watching this, but haven't watched enough.
People
to,
like their serial
mention it.
killers.
They really do.
The audience does.
They do. Whether it's a retelling, a full like actual show, which I really like. I prefer, but people love the documentaries of these as well.
And the podcast, True Crime Podcast.
Yes, a lot of that too. But all of this though, we need to fast track Mindhunter season 3. We need to get Fincher to bring it back. I don't know why they never. Well, I don't think that Netflix canceled it.
It's
I think
Netflix.
Fincher just didn't feel like doing it anymore. But
Yeah, I don't know.
okay. All right. There we go. You just talked about this, The Last Frontier. What do you think?
I'm gonna say based.
No. So this is a waste. This is a 40,
Oh wow.
which, I mean, you said it has like awesome action. Is it like maybe the story is?
maybe it kind of
weird.
goes south after that.
Oh,
Like I
it's
said,
true. You didn't watch much of it.
The pilot I thought was pretty good. The first episode was good.
Okay.
But
Yeah, there's a decent amount of episodes out now. So maybe.
yeah, maybe it just kind of goes off the rails after that. Well, I did give that caveat earlier. I
Yeah.
was not sure.
Okay. I gotta do this in real time because our next one, I did not write down.
Whoops.
I think because it didn't have a rating yet. So I just have a question mark there now, but we're going to do this in real time. This is House of David season 2, which, by the way, so I did not even realize there was another season of this already.
I didn't either.
Mom and Dad told me about it. But like, that's insanely quick. So they must have filmed season 1 and 2 back to back. Because the first season came out like beginning of this year.
Yeah, and there's no way. I mean, especially a period piece and all the production that go involved with the planning and that. Yeah, they had to, or didn't stop filming them. They just kind of filming, and then they just was like, oh, we got enough to make season 1, and they started the post production process while continue to do.
It's still like
Season 2.
incredibly quick if they.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
That's on Amazon. Yeah,
yes, I did. Didn't watch much of this yet, but it is really well done. What I watched of it so far. Okay, but yeah, so season 2. Oh, there's no rating at all. Not even for critics. That's weird. Well, let's just do overall then for this one. Okay, for first season, since there's no rating.
Well, then
yet.
I'll say based if you can include the first season.
Yeah, this is a 90. Yeah. All right, and while we're at it, also, I got another one that is also not. This must have been another one that didn't have a rating yet. This one has to have one rating now, though. So, okay,
So
we'll do that one. We'll do that one in a second. I just wanted to pull it up. All right. So that was House of David. Yeah, 90. Okay. All right, another big one just came out. Nobody Wants This, season 2.
Season 2. I'm gonna say based.
Yes, 79. So I'm wondering what season 1 was rated.
I don't know.
Have you watched any of it yet?
Season 2, no.
Oh, no. You finished season 1 though, right?
Yeah, I watched season 1.
Okay.
Like
That's
actually,
right. You did.
I watched season 1 last year on vacation.
Okay, nice.
Like I binged it over like 2 days or something while I was on vacation, because they're all short episodes. They're like,
Yeah, it's a quick watch. I definitely want to get to
and
it.
it's also the least season 1 they set up really well. They're like, you finish the first one, each episode leaves it enough hanging, and you're like, yeah, I just got to watch another one, and it's Netflix, and it just plays it automatically, and before you know it, you're just watching more.
Yeah, I need to finish season 1. All right.
Yeah, you do. So we can talk about season 2.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up is Mr. Scorsese, which is a documentary on Apple.
This is based.
Man, you're confident. That was immediate. You're yes, 84.
No, I've heard that this is
I
a
watched
great documentary.
a little bit, and it was great so far.
Yeah.
Not enough to put on. Maybe I'll talk about it next week. Okay. Are you gonna watch it? I mean, it's an Apple thing. I feel like you watch a lot of stuff on Apple.
I don't think I've watched any of the documentaries though.
No? Okay. What are other documentaries?
Unless it's in Apple Vision Pro, then I'll watch it.
Hey, I mean, I'm sure that's a great experience for.
No, I did not.
for
I
this.
didn't watch the
Yeah, what other
Bono one. The
documentaries?
Bono one that was like longer. I did not watch that one in there.
Okay. Final 2. All right. Welcome to Derry. This is the other one I'm
Based.
looking up in real time.
Based.
Yes, 81. Okay. And then final one. My favorite show, The Chair Company. Season 1.
Did it finish already?
No.
No.
I just we haven't done it on Based or Waste yet.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say based.
Yes, 82. So this is interesting though. It might have changed by now because I did this a few days ago, but critics, it is a perfect 100 so far, which I don't normally see that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting, but
Yeah.
I love it. Have you watched any more of it?
No, I've not watched any more.
Oh
than
man,
the first episode.
Okay.
I enjoyed the first episode though.
Yeah. All right. Well, you only got one wrong. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a 9.
Yeah, what was it? It was the one that. Oh, the one I recommended earlier.
Yeah, it was The Last Frontier.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why that one's rated so low. I think maybe you're Maybe you're right though. Maybe it does
It was off the rails.
get bad. Yeah.
I was actually looking forward to watching more of it because I liked the first episode so much, but now I'm like worried it's not any good.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, good job, Josh. Very good score now. Almost perfect. We'll be back to films next week. That has been Based or Waste. Tune in next week.
all right. Let's talk about Gen V Season 2. This is on Amazon.
Yep.
The finale was just came out last week of the season. And yeah, so what's your overall thoughts on
Season 2.
Season 2?
I liked it. I think I liked season 1 better,
Okay.
but I still like the season. And I like how just with season 1, they end it and kind of set up the next season of The Boys. And the end of season 2, they are connecting it a little bit to the final season of The Boys, which I think is also coming out. No, I guess next year at this point. So I like that aspect of it too. But yeah, what'd you think of season 2?
Yeah, I also liked it, but I also agree it's not as good as season 1, but still decent. I think it opened well and carrying over the ramifications of previous season of The Boys / season 1 of Gen V. But then I think the drug in the middle and kind of got a little like finding these like side plots to kind of. But then I like the ending last couple episodes with the stuff. It was really strong.
With the founder, what's his name?
Godolkin.
Yeah, what's his first name? Thomas Godolkin. Godolkin. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Which is cool because I'm just remembering now, very first scene of episode 1 of season 2 is him in the 60s, and you see like he ends up taking it too because he's about to die, the Compound V, but everyone else is like testing like the original. I think it's the original version.
But that's now I'm trying.
That's
to
Thomas Godolkin.
No, I know, but like you get that at the end, like in the second to last episode in this, you get to see his
Yes, you get to see the rest of it.
Yeah, because we saw it before.
Yes.
That was in last season of The Boys, wasn't it?
No, maybe we saw a little
Because we
bit
saw
of
it from Homelander's perspective.
I don't know, but I'm just saying the very first thing we see in season 2 is this flashback to the 60s. But yes, we get to see what happens later in that scene, like you just mentioned. Like we get to see what happens with him at the end of this season.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure that flashback that we see was first shown in
The Boys. Yeah, I can't remember
because it's Homelander's like that's where
he came. Yeah,
he came from, and then he the reason it's all on fire is because he just like lasers it all and catches on fire.
I remember a scene like that, but I thought that was something different. But I don't know.
And maybe I'm getting my underground labs.
I mean, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Yeah. Well, I just want to mention, since we're talking about or mentioning Thomas Godolkin, I just wanted to say a big highlight for this season for me was Cypher, or I should say Doug, who's played by Hamish Linklater. I just think he everything I've seen him in, he's just incredible. He's an incredible actor, especially in Midnight Mass.
Yeah, he's great in this.
Oh, he's in The Big Short also, which we talked about not too long ago. He's in a lot of things, but yeah, he is so good in this season. So I wanted to shout him out.
Yeah, he makes a great villain.
Yeah. But is he a villain though? Because he's being controlled.
But you don't know that until
right.
So I mean,
because I think it's interesting.
We can talk about that story arc then if we want to start there. So you bring in this new dean, which is played by this guy, and he goes by Cypher.
Yeah.
And then he has powers of some kind.
No one knows what it. Yeah.
But like no one knows who they are. Somehow he seems to be like kind of know what's going on and like knows.
He eats like a chicken shake that he blends up, or it's like chicken and something else. I don't remember all he eats.
And then you find out he's taking care of this guy and the hyperbaric chamber, and you find out he's like, oh, he's caring for this old man. But then also then he'll sometimes abuse him. Like you see him slap him around, and then like, and yeah, and I would just say like and then eventually right, because then they try to test his blood and he doesn't have any compound V in his blood. So then they're like, how's he have powers? And so
it goes on like that for a while.
Yeah, there's all these different things throughout the season that I think do a good job, like playing the seeds that all make sense once you know what is happening. But I didn't put the puzzle pieces together at all as a viewer until like literally like moments before they like tell you, on camera like what's going on.
I kind of figured that's what was happening, but yeah, I didn't till like close to the end. Yeah. So yeah, they did a good job with
like the episode, basically the episode that when she goes and she's like everyone's there to like stop him, quote unquote, Cypher Doug, and then Marie is like going to find the old like man and try to heal him because they think, well they think he is who he is. They think it's Thomas Goodalkin, which is who it is, but they don't realize that he has.
They don't know if he's controlling.
Yes, and
Doug.
So that in that moment, I'm like, yeah, he's the true bad guy. She's, like it's like it's like, and then I wasn't sure, didn't put it all together that he was controlling him until like, but yeah. So then, and then of course once he doesn't need him, once he's healed, then he lets Doug go, and then of course, and again to your point about the performances, like seeing him change completely and be this completely other guy, and that, it was great.
Yeah, I think that was one of the most interesting parts of seeing him just as like a normal person, or as Doug. Yeah, that was good.
But and then of course Goodalkin's, while he's around, he like starts like getting rid of some of the like weird soups that have like these weird superpowers. Like he kills that guy that can turn his feet into hands.
Right.
But then they kind of, the way they take him down is using all those weird soups, like with their weird superpowers, including like sneaking a bunch of people in through that one guy's butt.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember what all soups are involved with this, but yeah, you can't forget that guy. That his butt is his main superpower. Yeah, what is his name? I don't remember who they call him.
But he's been around since season 1.
Yeah, he was in season 1. Yeah.
Some of them were like the girl that has like controls her pubic hair. I think she was in season 1 as well.
Yep.
So yeah, it's some weird stuff. But
I mean, they always do a good job with that, and introducing new ones too, even if they're just like not in it much or just in the background. Like there's the one lady that's like has the stinger, like on her butt. Who else am I thinking of? There's a really niche one that I just thought was funny, because it's like, it's very part of like our culture right now. It's like one of the classes, and it's like this girl, she has like butterfly wings, but she's talking about being like a trad wife, which is just like, or she's part of like that culture, and it was just funny. It's very, it's a very TikTok thing, but I wanted to mention that this is my next note, because I think season 1 did this as well, and The Boys have always done this, but this season uses like our current American culture, and like bring it into the plot really well, like to our like current day, and through like different things like manipulation through social media, different echo chambers like incels, tradwise I already mentioned, and liberal and conservative agendas, like all this kind of stuff. They throw, I mean, you see it all in this at different times,
Yeah.
with different people too. I mean, there's even like the girl, I forget her name, that was working at the coffee shop, and they keep putting up signs, and she's getting like destroyed there.
Yep.
You know, small things like that even.
Yeah, it's all the stuff that's around the humans versus the soups kind of
Yep.
stuff that's like kind of brought in. Yeah, that's kind of, I guess, bleeded over from the last season of The Boys and Homelander. But so we find out a little bit more about the Project Odessa.
Yes. Which is just Marie and Homelander were the only two
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
are part of this, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Which is interesting.
Yep. It's also interesting that like she's Marie's like, you know, just so much of a decent person for someone
Yeah.
because she is OP at the like by the end of this season.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's arguably one of the most powerful now at this point. Of even not just in Gen V, but in the boys as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so then we also have the loss of Andre Anderson.
Yeah. Which we talked about this when this season first started, but like how they were going to do that, you know, as part of the story, because the actor
Passed away.
Yeah. So
but I thought it was really sweet. It was the last episode where then Doug is in the car with his
Polarity,
dad.
his dad,
Polarity,
yeah.
Polarity. And just saying, like talking about the guy and
saying like he was one of the best.
yeah, it's a nice, a true hero.
Yeah.
Just a nice tribute. 'Cause, I mean, you know, like really they're just talking about the actor. They're not really even talking about it at that point, but it's still really cool and a nice tribute to do that. And
Yep.
thought that was a class act the way they did, because instead of trying to recast it and do just
No, I'm
Yeah.
glad they didn't do that. Yeah. And he was, I mean, I remember he was a highlight in season 1. Like he was one of my favorite characters from that first season. And I do like his dad, you know, obviously because he has to play a bigger part in this season. But it's kind of weird though. And I mean, this isn't their fault necessarily, but like, it's kind of weird, the dynamic, because it would have normally been Marie and Andre working together, but now it's like her and like a much older guy, you know, Polarity, and it's just the dynamic's different. But
yeah, it's, I mean, still think that is what probably is the best option. Right? So
yeah. What was your favorite? Did you like any of the, like, I don't want to say cameos, but people that we already know of that came over from the boys that showed up in this?
Trying to remember what some of them were. 'Cause some of these episodes I watched a while ago.
So Starlight,
Obviously Starlight. Yeah, I was gonna say Starlight. I remember because she was even in the last episode.
yeah. We got the Deep,
Oh,
part of the sorority or whatever.
I always
Which
enjoy.
is funny.
Always enjoy him, but only
He's great.
because like it's such a just weird, almost like creepy, right? Like
Yeah, he is.
character.
And then
Well, we got the
Sister Sage.
yes, yep.
Which She was only introduced in the last season of The Boys, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she's
Correct.
newer. What else? Well, one of my favorites is Firecracker. Because she's just so funny the way she talks. When she's on the... We don't see her in person, right? She's just mainly on the news talking.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
yeah,
From
yeah.
the last season of The Boys.
Yeah. Trying to remember. No, I think she
I don't
was
think-
there.
Does she actually show
I
up?
think she's
at
in
some
the
point?
end. Is she in the end, like when he brings all the people together?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But anyway, I like her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Black Noir,
Yes, he's in the.
which I have a note about. One of my favorite scenes of this season is Black Noir explaining the plot holes
I know, I
in
thought of you.
Polarity's films. Because it's like movies that he did like in the 2000s, right, or something. And it's Area 51, Area 52, and Area 53. That was so good. And also he's just like, oh, you talk now? Because Black Noir never
Yeah.
talked before.
Yeah.
But this is the new,
Yeah, the new
you know,
Black Noir.
yeah.
Yeah, the because of the boys, we
Yeah.
know that. Yeah.
But anyway, that was
a great
one of the
scene.
best.
Yeah, it was a great scene.
Yeah. But he still was like fanboying over him. Like,
Yeah.
Black Noir loves him.
Yeah. So we'll say, like, talking about so I think what's her name, Kate, like the angle of like having her become like damaged and even kind of lose her powers and all that stuff was a little interesting. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
because she's like very OP too.
she was
like what she
right,
can do.
yeah. And then of course now she's back, but like,
Yeah.
you're right, she was like, in season 1 of Gen V, she was very OP and
Yeah.
kind of almost like one of the main villains,
Mm-hmm.
kind of. But then at this point, like, you know, she starts out there and then she ends up being part of the fam of our key
Yeah.
group. But she I think it was a good arc or good use of her idea there. I guess that's what I would say. A good idea that I think they used okay, but I think there was like opportunity to lean into that a little bit more of that story arc that they didn't do. Like,
With her?
because she never was like completely in the forefront
Yeah.
as she could have been with dealing with, because you could have really leaned into some of her dealing with the fact that she, you know, they always kind of had her in the background, like kind of looking kind of sad, like, hey,
Mhm.
I can't do anything anymore.
Yeah, she was
But,
way
like,
more prominent in season 1.
Yeah, and if they
Yeah.
had her be that prominent, but like and being real with the struggle of like the loss of something, I mean, you know, like that. There's plenty of people can relate to like losing a limb, or you know, even some other like, you know, having some kind of brain damage and not being able to do something they used to be able to do, and like so. There's definitely, I think there was untapped stuff there that they could have worked with to give it a, you know, give some more, even more depth to her character.
I agree.
And I think a lot of the other people really got pushed aside and didn't get much with them
Yeah,
this season that you had within season 1.
which is unfortunate because my other favorite character is Emma for sure.
Yeah, it was
I've
fun.
always liked her.
Yeah. And I think she was, again, not that, I mean, she's there all the time, but like,
No, I mean she does a decent amount, but this is my last note is I do like how Emma in this season, you finally see her like fully in control of her powers
Mhm.
at the end of the season, and like without having to like belittle herself or put herself into like a state of critical self-loathing, you know, whatever she has to do
Yeah.
to shrink back down to her normal size, which is great. So, you know, because she's had to deal with that
mm-hmm.
both of these seasons.
Yep.
And yeah, so that was cool to see at the end that she's like in full control of it now.
Yeah.
Also, just a cool effect every time she does, because I'm always like thinking, like, how do they film this? You
make
know?
her small or make her big. And
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the small is not any more fun, but
The big is more impressive though, because it's like,
yeah.
because small you can just, you know, CG, but I feel like the big one, to make it the right scale,
Yeah.
you know, when she's like with like a normal sized person next to her
Yep.
is interesting. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what is your favorite character of the main cast in general in this?
Mm.
Or which one do you like? Yeah, you like the most,
I mean, I guess
or that makes you laugh the most?
laugh. Yeah. I mean, I always liked relate with the reluctant hero. So
Marie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's always,
she's good.
It's always a. But yeah. So I was gonna say, like, so her powers, like mentioned a little earlier, but OP. But like, I mean, the fact that she learned to control, so then she can affect multiple people at once, and then even learn how to heal people, which is insane.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
But then all that being said, like, she then at the end, which I think kind of happened quick, but like, I guess he because for a little bit he had a control over her again, Godolkin, and then Polarity
Right.
showed up and kind of like knocked or shocked it enough that like she got loose. But then it was like, I guess the way they played it, like then it's like she learned something from that, and then like immediately then after that she was able to like just explode his head, which was also kind of crazy.
Yeah,
But
which that would have been better if it was, which I know they can't because the actor passed away, but I feel like that moment, if it was Andre, it would have been
Yeah.
great. But
Yeah. But yeah, so she's definitely overpowered. But what do you think of killing off Godolkin that quickly?
I mean, yeah, it was pretty quickly, but I don't know because we see the flashback in the 60s, and we could always go back to that if you want to see any more about him. But
Well, I just mean as a villain,
oh,
like keeping him around as a villain.
I mean, I like Cypher, like he was great, but Thomas Godolkin at the end really like, yeah, it was all right, but yeah, I don't know. What'd you think of him?
Well, I just thought it seemed like they introduced this character that also was kind of powerful, and
Yeah.
then they just killed him off really quickly. It's kind of like, oh, well, okay.
Well, I mean, he's still like, the school's named after him, so like he still looms large, but he's not. Yeah, as far as like an actual villain
I was just thinking about
and
like,
in the flesh. Yeah,
if you also had the opportunity, if they had kept him around and had, and that way you could get rid of Homelander and
yeah,
the next boys, and then and then he could, I don't know, be around, as like because he was the other one that he used the original Compound V and survived it, which right, the same thing that Homelander had.
yes.
So
I really hope that
there's an interesting dynamic. They could have gone down that path with that a little bit differently.
yeah, I really hope we see Soldier Boy again in The Boys, because he was my favorite. He was great.
Well, speaking of the boys, so we at the end of this we get to set up with a bunch of these students are joining the rebellion. Like the little joke.
Oh, and that's with Starlight and A Train, right?
Yeah, they both show up. I like the Emma was like, well, we kind of have our own, and then she's like, but I guess we could. How about it's a collaboration or something like that?
Yeah.
Instead of,
I wonder how much they're going to be in The Boys.
that's what that's what I'm getting at. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I think because we know this is the last season of The Boys, right?
Yep.
So are we gonna finally get Homelander like gone?
Oh, I'm sure
I
by the
think-
end of it.
I think Marie's gonna kill him.
No, I feel like it's got to be Butcher somehow, even though he's just a human, but like he was always our main character that
Or
always wanted
maybe so then
Homelander dead.
Marie, because it's got to involve Marie
For sure.
So maybe Marie like does something to him so that he's so vulnerable.
And then Butcher does the final.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I can see that.
'cause- Yeah. Speaking of which, I was thinking like Godolkin, even though she had healed him and the powers, like he did start showing the burns come back when he was using like straining himself too much.
Yeah.
So that also hints at a potential like consequences to the way she heals. Like it doesn't mean it's permanent.
Right.
Even though she did heal polarity, and then she of course healed her sister, which we didn't talk about her sister, but bring it as a precog. Which I thought was an interesting term. I mean, I know that from like,
Minority Report.
Yeah. And
That's what I immediately think of.
but I guess it's a common term. I don't know.
I don't think it's that common though. It
I
seems
know,
like,
but they used it to what she referenced who she was, or her power was. But yeah, I think her power is still pretty. I mean, even Marie's kind of making fun of it, but that's because she hasn't grown up with anybody to help her even hone it. So I think it can become really powerful.
Oh yeah.
If she's gonna get trained with somebody. And so
Well, who can train her though? Like who would be?
I don't know. There might be some people, and it's not necessarily someone that has the same power, right? You can still teach somebody how to better. I don't know. And of course, then the stress. I mean, what we learned this season in this is like, pushing you to the limits of stress can help you express it in different ways and learn from that. And
Yeah, Cypher at the beginning of the season talks about leveling them up.
Yep.
And then she says at the end of the season. Yep.
So then what are some, because do you think they're going to do a Gen V season 3? Is there any other spinoffs? Because
There is another,
is ending.
There is another spinoff, which looks sick because I think it's like set in the 40s or something. Actually, I think Soldier Boy's going to be in that one. When he's like in his prime from back then, like in the war. I saw it was like a character image or something of a few of the people from that prequel. So we're getting that, which I think looks really cool, but I don't really know much about it. But I think there's supposed to be a Gen V season 3.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think they might as well, so they can still have, more than one show going. Because The Boys will be done next year. So
and they can do a every year release, but go back and forth. I think it also works well because then it gives you 2 years to make each show, which is, a better amount of time for making these higher quality shows, right? And then, so cool. Well, if you guys have any thoughts to share about Gen V season 2 or even the boy stuff and upcoming things and this universe, let us know. You can email us that at feedback@screentimepod.com or, leave a message, DM, comment. We appreciate all that like and subscribe. And if you haven't, please do on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube. And please follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook to see some of the clips we make from this. And if you'd like to follow us individually, I'm on Instagram. I'm at J Youngbar.
And I'm at Jared Youngbar.
All right, we'll catch you guys next time.